Sumalatha from AP Balayogi Gurukulam. Today I am going to discuss about first year zoology, second chapter, structural organization in animals. In this chapter today we learn about blood. So already we know animal tissues are four types: epithelial tissues, connective tissues, nervous tissue, and muscle tissues. In connective tissue, fluid connective tissue is present, that is blood. It means which consists of fiber-free liquid matrix called plasma and living cells that do not produce the matrix. It includes blood and lymph. So first one is blood. It is a red colored, slightly alkaline fluid. The study of blood is called hematology. Blood is called fluid connective tissue. It has a fluid matrix called plasma. Red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets are suspended in plasma. Blood transports gases, digestive foods, hormones, and waste materials. White blood cells are different types like neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, lymphocytes, and monocytes. First, we are going to discuss about what is blood. So, it is a red colored, slightly alkaline fluid. The study of blood is called hematology. It is a tissue that circulates to various parts of the body through cardiovascular system. It is composed of blood plasma and formed elements, means blood cells like red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. The plasma consists of 55% of the cells, about 45% of the total volume of blood. The total volume of blood in adult human being is about 5 to 6 liters. The percentage of total volume occupied by RBC is called hematocrit value. What is hematocrit value? It is very important for public point of view examination. So what is hematocrit value? The percentage of total volume occupied by red blood cells is called hematocrit value. Very short answer question. So it is very important for public exams. So next one, plasma. What is plasma? It is a fluid matrix of blood. It consists of 92% of water and 88% of solutes. Solutes includes plasma proteins, minerals, salts, nutrients, gases, enzymes, hormones, so and so. Plasma proteins includes albumins, globulins, and blood clotting proteins like fibrinogen, prothrombin, so and so. Next one, formed elements. What are formed elements? Formed elements are otherwise called as blood cells. So, blood cells are three types. Blood cells are three types: red blood cells, white blood cells, and blood platelets. So, coming to the next one, red blood cells. The process of formation of blood cells is called hemopoiesis. Hemopoiesis. Red blood cells. The another name of red blood cells is called erythrocytes. Erythrocytes are circular in shape, biconcave. The biconcave shape provides a large surface areas to volume ratio. See here, These are red blood cells. See here, this is red blood cell. Its shape is biconcave cell. See this one. Decrease the number of erythrocytes is called erythrocytopenia and it leads to anemia. An abnormal rise in red blood cells count is called polycythemia. Polycythemia. Red blood cells is surrounded by plasma membrane. See here, these are red blood cells. See students, erythrocytes or blood cells of mammals are circular, nucleate, biconcave cells. Erythrocytes shape biconcave. The number of red blood cells per cubic millimeter of blood is about 5 million in man, 4.5 million in woman. The reduction in number of red blood cells leads to anemia. Lifespan of human red blood cells is about 120 days. They destroyed in spleen and liver. Red blood cells, they carry digested food material, waste material, oxygen, carbon dioxide, so on. Coming to the next one, white blood cells. White blood cells are either round or irregular in shape or amoeboid in shape. They can move through wall of blood vessels. Their number is 6,000 to 10,000 per cubic millimeter of blood. Formation of white blood cells is called leukopoiesis. See here students, these are white blood cells. White blood cells are of two types, granulocytes and agranulocytes. See here, these are granulocytes. See here, agranulocytes. So, they possess cytoplasmic granules. Those are granulocytes. See here, these are the differences between granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes are leukocytes that contains a granular cytoplasm. Agranulocytes are that contains an agranular cytoplasm. Granulocytes, also known as polymorphonucleic acid, nuclear leukocytes. Agranulocytes are called mononuclear leukocytes. Granulocytes are classified into eosinophils, neutrophils and basophils. Agranulocytes are classified into monocytes and lymphocytes. Granulocytes are originated from the bone marrow. Agranulocytes are originated from lymphoid tissue. 65% of total leukocytes are granulocytes. Agranulocytes are 35%. Nucleus contains 2 to 5 lobes in granulocytes. In agranulocytes, nucleus contains a single lobe. Granulocytes contains enzymes digesting phagocytized particles, inflammatory mediators. Agranulocytes contains enzymes in their lysosomes. Mainly involved in innate immunity. Granulocytes are mainly involved in innate immunity. Agranulocytes are mainly involved in adaptive immunity. White blood cells are of two types, granulocytes and agranulocytes. Again, granulocytes are divided into three types, basophils. See here, basophils, eosinophils and neutrophils. again divided into two types, monocytes and lymphocytes. See here, granulocytes are again divided into three types, basophils, eosinophils and neutrophils. See here, this is basophil. This is basophil. They are the least common type of white blood cells. The nucleus is divided into irregular in shape. See, observe here, in basophils, nucleus is irregular in shape. Cytoplasmic granules are fewer and irregular in shape. They take basic stains. They produce heparin, histamine, so and so. They supplement the function of mast cells when needed. So next one is eosinophils. They constitute about 2 to 3% of total leukocytes. Nucleus is distinctly bilobed. All of you observe here, nucleus is divided into two lobes. See here, cytoplasm contains large granules. They play a role in allergic reactions. So coming to the next one, neutrophils. Neutrophils are most common type of white blood cells. They constitute about 62% of the total leukocytes. Nucleus is mainly lobed 2 to 5 lobed. So these are neutrophils. See here, these three types are granulocytes: basophils, eosinophils and neutrophils. Coming to the next one, agranulocytes. Again, these two are divided into two types, monocytes and lymphocytes. See students, these are neutrophils, these are eosinophils, these are basophils. Next one, agranulocytes, monocytes and lymphocytes. Monocytes, so this is monocyte. They constitute about 5.3% of leukocytes. The nucleus is kidney shaped. These are the largest motile phagocytes. They engulf bacteria. They differentiate into macrophages when they enter into the connective tissues. Next one, lymphocytes. They constitute about 30% of the total leukocytes. They are very small in size. They are functionally two types, B lymphocytes and 2 lymphocytes. So observe here, it constitutes spherical nucleus. These two are agranulocytes. So totally white blood cells are mainly divided into two types, granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes are again divided into three types, basophils, neutrophils and eosinophils. Agranulocytes are divided into two types, lymphocytes and monocytes. So these are the differences between granulocytes and agranulocytes. So third one is blood platelets. See here, these are colorless, non-nucleated, round and oval biconvex discs. Number of platelets per cubic millimeter of blood is about 2,50,000 to 4,50,000. They are formed from megakaryocytes produced in the red bone marrow. They secrete thromboplastin and play an important role in blood clotting. So, blood platelets are useful for blood clotting. Okay, right? So, see here, the another name of platelets are called thrombocytes. They derived from ruptured multinucleate cells or megakaryocytes. Normal platelet count 2,50,000 to 4,50,000. They survive 5 to 9 days. They shows amoeboid movement. They are very useful for blood clotting. Okay students, these are blood platelets. So coming to the next point, lymph. What is lymph? Lymph is a colorless fluid. It lacks red blood cells, platelets and large plasma proteins, but it has more number of leukocytes. It is composed of plasma and lymphocytes. When compared to tissue fluid, it contains very small amounts of nutrients and oxygen. So, what is lymph? Lymph is a colorless fluid. It lacks red blood cells, platelets and large plasma proteins. It has more number of leukocytes. It is chiefly composed of plasma and lymphocytes. See here, clean blood that flows in arteries from the heart. Lymph also carries oxygen and nutrients. While circulating through the body, lymph also carries away carbon dioxide and other toxins. This is about lymph. In this talk, today we are learning about what is blood, types of blood cells, red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets. Again, white blood cells are divided into two types, granulocytes and agranulocytes. Next, last one is lymph. So this is about today's our topic, blood. Take assignment students. Write short notes about blood. Write short notes on lymph. In next class, we learn about nervous tissue and muscular tissue. Okay students, thank you.